Where are they now? The cast of X-Men. Welcome back to another episode of Where Are They Now? A place to think of the movies that thrill us, touch us, and stick with us all these years later. Today we're looking back at the massive 2000 blockbuster X-Men. This movie puts several stars on the map, but what have they been doing in the 2 decades since the film's debut? Number 13, Aaron Stanford, John Allardyce, Pyro.
You know all those dangerous mutants you hear about on the news? I'm the worst one.
Although Aaron Stanford's character Pyro appeared more predominantly in X2 and X-Men The Last Stand, he made a brief appearance in the first film. As one of the young mutants, Stanford played more of a supporting role, but one that was very memorable. Stanford has enjoyed a successful career in television, with notable roles in Nikita, 12 Monkeys, and Fear the Walking Dead. He's also appeared in films such as The Hills Have Eyes and Flaked.
My friends and I are in the mood for some cereal. Perhaps something vintage. You have any Fruit Brute?
However, his work in the subsequent X-Men movies remain the biggest moments of his career. Number 12, Sha Ashmore, Bobby Drake, Iceman.
They say that you're stealing other mutants' powers.
No, I borrowed his power.
You never use your power against another mutant.
Sha Ashmore played Iceman, a role he reprised in multiple X-Men films, including X2, X-Men The Last Stand, and X-Men Days of Future Past. Following the film's massive success, Ashmore has continued to work in both film and television, with notable roles in The Following, Conviction, and widely popular Amazon superhero show, The Boys, where he plays the character Lamplighter.
What? What the fuck are you laughing at?
Ashmore has also ventured into the world of video games, after his appearance in the X-Men films, providing the voice and likeness for Jack Joyce in Quantum Break. Number 11, Bruce Davidson, Senator Robert Kelly.
What is it the mutant community has to hide, I wonder, that makes them so afraid to identify themselves?
I didn't say they were hiding.
Fans of 1970s cinema recognized Bruce Davidson when he appeared in X-Men, but they hadn't seen him take on a role like this. His portrayal of Senator Kelly added a political, real-world dimension to the X-Men story and helped the audience connect with the plight of mutants in an unwelcome world. Before his work in X-Men, Davidson has had a long and varied career in film, television, and theater. That really started with his work in the cult horror film Willard in 1971.
You killed my friend.
I killed who? How did Socrates feel when you stuck him with me?
Davidson received an Academy Award nomination for Longtime Companion in 1989 and has appeared in films such as Runaway Jury and Insidious: The Last Key. After the success of X-Men, additionally, his television work includes roles in The Fosters, Kingdom, and Ozark. Number 10, Tyler Mane, Sabretooth.
That's enough, Eric.
Let them go.
In X-Men, Tyler Mane played the villainous Sabretooth, a role that highlighted his imposing physical presence. Unsurprisingly, Mane is a former professional wrestler, which made perfect sense for the intimidating character he played. After X-Men's debut, Mane continued to work in the film industry, taking on roles in horror films such as Michael Myers and Rob Zombie's Halloween and Halloween 2. Mane also appeared in Troy and The Devil's Rejects.
Hey, I know what I know, and I know I don't like that nutsack.
He then transitioned into producing and acting in indie films through his production company, Maine Entertainment. Number 9, Ray Park, Toad. Although he didn't get a ton of screen time in the film, Ray Park's role as the evil mutant Toad showcased his martial arts and acrobatic skills in X-Men. This was during a very busy time in Park's career, as he had recently appeared as Darth Maul in Star Wars Episode I: The Phantom Menace. A part he has reprised in various Star Wars movies and shows since. Park has continued to work as a stuntman and actor in films like G.I. Joe: The Rise of Cobra and G.I. Joe: Retaliation. His expertise in martial arts has kept him in demand for action and stunt roles. Due to his many roles in makeup and costumes, you may not always recognize Park, but he has starred in many successful projects over the years. Number 8, Rebecca Romijn, Mystique.
You know, people like you are the reason I was afraid to go to school as a child.
Rebecca Romijn's portrayal of Mystique was widely recognized for the character's complex makeup and her performance. Although she was already a well-established supermodel, X-Men was the project that made her a household name and brought her millions of fans. She would later reprise the role of Mystique in X-Men sequels until X-Men First Class in 2011. Since then, the character has been played by Oscar winner Jennifer Lawrence. Outside of X-Men, Rumjan has worked on TV series such as Ugly Betty, The Librarians, and Star Trek Discovery, where she plays Number One.
All major systems are back online, and we'll have no more holographic communications. Ever.
She's also known for her modeling career and as the host of the reality competition show Skin Wars. Number 7, Anna Paquin, Rogue.
Never use your power against another mutant.
I had no choice. No, you
If
have
I
to
were you,
understand
I'd
me.
get
Anna Paquin's role as Rogue was one of the central characters in the first X-Men film. Audiences were able to see and understand the world of X-Men through her eyes, and that made her a very important part of the movie. Paquin already had a very successful career when the film debuted. In fact, she won an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress for The Piano at age 11, making her the second youngest winner in Oscar history. Post-X-Men, Paquin continued her acting career with a ton of notable success. She starred in the popular TV series True Blood, for which she won a Golden Globe, and has also appeared in films like The Irishman, Trick or Treat, The Good Dinosaur, Margaret, and more.
I'm talking about telling the accident investigators what really happened.
But you already talked to them.
I know that, but I lied.
On top of that, Paquin has ventured into producing and is still considered a highly regarded and brilliant actress at the age of 41. Number 6, James Marsden, Scott Summers, Cyclops.
Okay, there's the bridge. I'm taking her down. Storm, some cover, please.
James Marsden's career started in the 1990s. He was seen in multiple television hits such as Saved by the Bell, The New Class, Touched by an Angel, and Party of Five. But getting cast in X-Men was a transcendent moment for Marsden that changed his life forever. Marsden played Cyclops in the original X-Men film and then appeared in the 2 sequels, as well as X-Men Days of Future Past. Marsden's career has been diverse, featuring roles in films such as the massively successful Disney movie Enchanted, Hairspray, 27 Dresses, and Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic, I know you got the super speed and everything, but Maddie and I?
Totally defenseless, probably gonna get blown up.
He has also found success on television with significant roles in Westworld, The Stand, and Dead to Me. Most recently, Marsden received a lot of praise for his work starring in and producing the hit mockumentary comedy Dirty Duty, for which he earned nominations for Golden Globe and Primetime Emmy Award. Number 5, Famke Janssen, Jean Grey.
Mutations manifest at puberty and are often triggered by periods of heightened emotional stress.
Thank you.
Famke Janssen's work as Jean Grey became central not only to the first X-Men film but also to the sequels that followed, 2003's X2 and 2006's X-Men The Last Stand. Beyond her work in X-Men, Janssen has appeared in a variety of films and TV shows, including Taken and its sequels, Nip Tuck, Hemlock Grove, and How to Get Away with Murder.
Nothing more recent. Nothing. And I welcome any investigations into whatever Miss Sinclair is insinuating.
She continues to work steadily in both film and television, even though her career has never again hit the heights it did with the X-Men movies. Number 4, Halle Berry, Aurora Monroe, Storm.
Don't want to be alone.
All right.
Halle Berry was already one of the biggest stars in the world when X-Men came out, but she had never been in a film with this size, scope, and success. After getting her start in Jungle Fever, Berry co-starred in The Last Boy Scout, CB4, The Flintstones, and more throughout the 90s. Her performance as Storm was well received, and she reprised her role in several sequels. After the movie came out, Berry continued to have a prolific career in Hollywood, with notable roles in films like Monster Ball, for which she won an Academy Award, Die Another Day, Gothica, Cloud Atlas, and John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum. Despite some less successful projects like Catwoman, Berry remains one of the most prominent figures in the entertainment industry. Number 3, Ian McKellen, Eric Lensher, Magneto.
You must be Wolverine. That remarkable metal doesn't run through your entire body, does it?
Few actors have had the sort of career that Ian McKellen has enjoyed. He has seemingly played every kind of role in every kind of genre and is beloved all over the globe. Ironically, he played the evil Magneto in the film with a performance that is still heavily praised to this day. His portrayal of Magneto was widely praised by fans and critics, and he then reprised the role in several sequels. McKellen is also known for his iconic role as Gandalf in the Lord of the Rings and Hobbit trilogies, but has also appeared in Gods and Monsters, Mr. Holmes, The Good Liar, and many more.
Look, why don't you two go in and treat yourself? And I'll meet you at Fulton's in an hour, for tea.
He's continued to work extensively in film, television, and theater, although he will forever best be known for his work in the X-Men and Lord of the Rings films. A prominent figure in the LGBTQ+ community, McKellen is also a dedicated activist for gay rights and has become a cultural icon for millions of people. He is one of the rare actors who has transcended his work on screen and became a massive figure beyond his work in pop culture. Number 2, Patrick Stewart. Professor Charles Xavier.
Good morning, Logan. So, I'd like your definitions of weak and strong anthropic principles on my desk on Wednesday, all right? That'll be all.
Like McKellen, Patrick Stewart is loved by people all over the world and has been lucky enough to appear in a number of major franchises throughout his storied career. His work as Professor X became one of the most recognized performances in X-Men, and he then reprised his role multiple times throughout the series, including in the ultra-dark Wolverine sequel, Logan.
I'm so sorry.
Stewart, already well known for his role as Captain Jean-Luc Picard in Star Trek The Next Generation, continued his success acting career post-X-Men. He returned to the Star Trek universe with the series Star Trek Picard in 2020. Like his dear friend Ian McKellen, Stewart also remains active in theater, particularly with the Royal Shakespeare Company, and has lent his voice to various animated projects. From his stark bald head to his deep, thundering voice, Patrick Stewart is still one of the most successful and cherished actors of his generation. Number 1, Hugh Jackman, Logan, Wolverine. Many performers who starred in X-Men saw their careers bloom in big ways because of the movie, but few felt the impact that Hugh Jackman did. He became one of the biggest stars in the world, seemingly overnight, because of his excellent work in the film. After getting his start on stage and screen in his home country of Australia, Jackman was thrust into the spotlight because of his work as Wolverine. His portrayal of the character instantly became iconic, and he reprised the role in several sequels and spin-offs, including the critically acclaimed Logan, which was supposed to be his final outing as a character until the announcement of Marvel's Deadpool and Wolverine, which will feature Jackman suiting up as the sharp-clawed hero once again. Beyond X-Men, Jackman has had a versatile career, both film and theater. He received an Academy Award nomination for his role in Les Mis and won a Tony Award for his performance in The Boy from Oz. Jackman has also starred in films like The Prestige, The Greatest Showman, and Prisoners.
Why are you following? Get in the car.
Additionally, he's known for his work in theater and as a singer. The first X-Men movie shook up the movie industry and made superhero films popular once again. It also changed the lives and careers of everyone involved in it. Many of them are still working steadily today, partly because of the film's success.